Welcome to Subramani. This is going to be a little funny because how much time do we have left in our lives? Or let's put it this way, if you live till the age of 75, 80, I'm 62, so I've got 13 more years to live where I will be able to do things which I want to do, right? But still not things which I would have loved to do at a younger age. So certain things you can do only in your 20s, certain things in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. What you can do in your 70s you could have perhaps done earlier, but you may have found it too boring. So if you want to backpack and travel across US and Europe, Europe I am not suggesting now, it's in a turmoil. But if you want to backpack, stay in a park or stay in a youth hostel and sleep in a bunk bed with a classmate or friend of yours, you have to do it in your 20s, maybe in your 30s, right? Not when you're 45. I don't think you want to sleep in a park. Your body will be far more demanding. And at 60, I would definitely prefer a reasonable luxury hotel with good beds and clean shower. It's expensive in Europe, right? So you think of all that. So that you want to do in your 20s. Climb the Himalayas. 35 is for Everest. 35 is the cutoff. I'm not talking of Everest base camp that you can do at 85 maybe, but climbing the Everest, 35 must be the cutoff, right? Those things are out for me. I have to now put it for my next birth. Similarly, going on long treks, maybe 21 days snow trek. Maybe the cutoff age is 50, right? So some other levels of fitness may be there. Similarly, tucking your 5-year-old in bed, well, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, yes, 8-year-old, no, 15-year-old, impossible, right? So some of those things, spending time with your kids, taking them to the zoo and aquarium, that can't happen when your daughter is 25 years of age. She's busy with her life and she's saying, oh my God, why is this old man taking me to these places, right? You can't. You can do something else with them, but those things are out. So find out what you can do at what age, and remember, we all have a limited amount of time. Somebody calls it 4,000 weeks of your life. So 4,000 weeks is your life, out of which some of it they are ignoring the first 5 years and perhaps the last 6-7 years. When somebody else decides what you will do, you may not be in a great shape to do things that you wish to do, right? Joe Biden's a great example. Nobody has a clue what he is doing. But jokes apart, you have that limited time. Some of the time you give to education, because that education is going to help you create wealth. That wealth is necessary to repay the loans that you took while studying. That loan could be an actual bank loan or a parental loan. Your parents paid for it or your bank paid for it. Somehow it has to be repaid, right? So if it's your parents' loan, that also has to be repaid. You create wealth, and or you use time to create health. You cannot say I will use all my time only to create wealth. There are people who have done that. Imagine somebody who dies with a net worth of 25,000 crores but dies at the age of 55 or 56. It just means that he was an excellent, or she was an excellent money making machine, did a fantastic job at that, earned money, grew it, and it became 20,000 crores, 25,000 crores, whatever it is. But is that the best use of time? The answer is maybe no. Maybe that person did not spend enough time to build his health or build her health, right? So so the same time, which is limited for all of us, has to be spent on creating health and wealth in reasonably good quantities. You cannot say, oh, I will finish everything and at 60 look after my health. It may be too late. Maybe 40 is the age when you turn around and see, look, I've created wealth. Of course I'm going to create more wealth, but some part of my time has to go towards creating my health. Many people ignore this. How would you go about creating good health? Simple. Go and take all the possible tests. Go and meet an orthopedic surgeon. See whether your bone is good. See whether everything else is good. Do a blood test. Blood test throws up a lot of things. Check your blood pressure, check your sugar, right? Check up all that. Maybe you're 40, maybe you're 45, maybe everything will turn out fine and doctor will say, go and eat red meat and drink whatever you want, your health is in great shape. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe some signals come out, and therefore you have to now spend more time on health than on wealth. Don't keep postponing this, right? So the time, money, health arbitrage is what I'm talking about. You can't give up all your money and say, okay, give me health. Does not happen. You cannot negotiate with God and say, okay, take up 50% of my money and give me 10 years more time. No, sorry, as of now at least it doesn't happen. So that kind of negotiation also doesn't happen. So see at what stage of your life you are. See which are the things which you can do only at that age. Let us say you're 55 years of age and you have taken a break, right? Or rather you have retired, and you want to go travel a lot. Make a full list of places you wish to travel and see what you have to do at a younger age and what at an older age, right? Do you want to climb the Himalayas? Maybe it is still possible for you in your 70s. But is 70 a great age to think of climbing the Mount Everest? The answer is no. Maybe some Sherpas can do it, but they have been doing it from age 7. They are different, you are different, right? So you can't do some of those things. So find out what you can do and what you must do. Make a list, see what is your priority according to the time that you have and the age that you are at, right? So maybe 55 is a good age for trying to climb, go to the Everest base camp or go for longer treks and hikes. But at 65 it may be a cutoff saying you're not eligible, right? Oh, I can run 10 kilometers in 37 minutes, 57 minutes. Any of those criteria may not be useful and they may not take you, and you may not be able to keep pace with the younger people. So use your resources well. Of course you will, it won't be a perfect mix that you're doing, but realize at some stage if you need 5 crores for retirement and you already have 50 or maybe you have 27, doesn't really matter whether when you die, whether that 27 becomes 37, 74, whatever, you already have enough, right? So make sure that all these things, you understand that fungibility between money and time. Money, time and health also, I would think, because the lesser time that you want to spend on health, the greater is the chance that your body fitness may not be too great, right? So do all this, make sure that you are also sure of one thing: you cannot buy more time. You cannot go to God and say, look, I have not done a great job, but here is X amount of money, maybe dollars, rupees, yuan, whatever, and say, can I get more time? The answer is no, that is not possible. We have no clue when our life will end. Far more important, we have no clue when our life will end in a way that we don't know what we are doing, right? That is a bigger threat. Thank you.